Every tribute wakes up wearing a tropical shirt, somewhere with dignity, somewhere with rage, somewhere over armor, somewhere too large to wear it. Big World and Groot would just die in the beginning. The Pope and
Good.
Satan. The Pope wears a white tropical shirt with a golden palm pattern. Satan wears a black and red flame shirt when holding martini like he owned the beach. As well from Soul Cowboy wears a purple open collar shirt, last like the arena's made for him, but also wears a striped vacation shirt. Somehow still looks theatrical and unsettling. Gabriel from Ultra Kill wears his tropical shirt over his holy armor. Furious about it, Leonardo from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles wears a blue floral shirt tied around his shell.
Yeah.
Man, Grievous. Grievous has somehow acquired 4 martinis, one in each hand, a flame patterned shirt wrapped around his torso.
Ooh,
Plating.
yeah.
Handsome Jack's body double wears a expensive tropical shirt and tries to look very hard like the real Jack.
Yeah, that guy.
Guts wears a blood red Hawaiian shirt and carries 1 martini with a grim serious. Oh, why is it making him serious instead of relaxed?
Boo.
And Artyom wears a faded beach shirt underneath his Metro gear, sadly checking filters and ammunition. Legion wears a tropical print poncho adapted for Geth platform. This is Mass Effect Legion.
Hmm.
Junkrat wears a shirt covered in pineapples, explosives, which is probably unsafe. I assume he didn't already ripped it off. Chris Walker wears a shirt with several sizes too small and breathes like a ball. They gave him a small. Jason Voorhees wears a torn palm tree over his jacket, silently grips a machete. Connors, the android from Cyberlife, wears a neat tropical shirt over his cyber uniform. Ramacha and BB90. Ramacha wears a black loose tropical robe shirt. BB90 wears a tile floral wrap. Clovis Bray wears a luxury resort shirt and acts insulted by the entire concept. Banshee wears a faded shirt with little sun on it. It seems unsure if he's ever been to Miami before. Same person, by the way. Samuel Hayden, slow, tiring, mechanical, and cold. His tropical shirt stretched across his chassis like a cruel joke. Yora2B wears a black floral shirt over her dress uniform. Litterbot has a giant vacation shirt hanging from one shoulder plate and seems oddly proud of it. Handsome Jack wears the loudest tropical shirt in the arena. The elusive man wears a calm, expensive one that smokes underneath a neon sign like he planned this. Joseph Seed wears a tropical shirt, yellow aviators, calm smile, extremely unsettling, beach preacher energy. Doflamingo already looks ready for Miami. All right. Pink feathers and all. Does Doflamingo have pink feathers in One Piece?
Yeah, he looks like he would be at Miami. That's why I added him.
Where's the creeper from? Minecraft?
No, DC.
The creeper wears a tropical shirt. It grins like a nightmare. Okay, never mind. The Joker wears a green and purple floral shirt. The Tarzan wears a loose leaf pattern shirt. Confused but alert. Gru, Kevin, Bob, and Stuart. Gru wears a stiff tropical shirt over his usual outfit. Kevin, Bob, and Stuart all wearing tiny matching shirts. The Duke wears an enormous patterned shirt and sits in a reinforced beach chair or beach cart. Aurelia, where's Aurelia from? Where's the sleek,
Borderlands.
icy blue tropical? Oh, the fucking woman.
Me.
Yeah, this former contract.
Yep.
Both Catwoman and Black Cat both wear stylish tropical shirts, sunglasses, expressions that say they are absolutely robbing someone. Dracula wears a dark crimson tropical shirt, and let's go Toto wears a loud shirt and immediately ask everyone what type of woman they like. Toto from what?
Jujutsu Kaisen.
Kano and Segway Guy. Kano wears a... What's the Segway? Is that from Happy Wheels?
Yeah.
Kano wears an ugly open shirt and laughs at everyone. Segway Guy wears a tourist shirt and helmet and rides the Segway with misplaced confidence. Siren Head has a giant torn banner tied around his torso. The handyman wears a stretched shirt across his massive Bioshock frame. Sam wears a dark green floral shirt and night vision goggles. Kishibe wears a wrinkled beach shirt. Beetlejuice wears the ugliest tropical shirt imaginable. Green Goblin wears one over his armor and cackles at the top of a glider. That's a good combo.
Yep.
Mekazawa, the robot student, has a tropical shirt taped to his cylindrical body. Pluto from Omori wears a bright vacation shirt. Hannibal Lecter's Silo wears a tasteful Tropical shirt with white linen pants, and carries himself as if the elegant dinner party is instead of a blood sport. Attributes rise on the platforms around the Ocean Drive. Don't know where that is. Surrounded by neon hotels, palm trees, sports cars, and central cornucopia shaped like a luxury pool. The pool bars are weapons, and on the pool bar are weapons: machetes, pistols, katanas, spear guns, B2 umbrellas sharpened into lances, molotovs, shields made from surfboards, jet skis, martinis, one suspiciously powerful blender. Horn blares. Ramatra protects BB-9E as Connor's presence becomes known. BB-9E beeps angrily. Ramatra says, "Yes, I'm aware the detective is hunting machines." Samuel Hayden enters a luxury tech showroom, tears the door off, and begins stripping parts from the display drones immediately. His tribal shirts are already ruined. He does not care. Tubi and Loaderbot find a marina. Loaderbot looks at the boats, suggesting acquire boat. Tubi nods, efficient. They take the speedboat. Oh, it's Loaderbot from Tales of the Borderland, by the way. Handsome Jack immediately claims a rooftop bar as a corporate headquarters. As the man watching the skyline, the city rewards patience. Jack grins. The city rewards handsome people. Joseph walks barefoot on the beach, smiling softly. The spear has signs. He picks it up. The collapse comes in many forms, he states. Catwoman and Blacklight were robbed three weapons stashed before sunset. Dracula and Toto. Toto loudly asks Dracula his taste in women. Dracula stares at him. Hannibal finds a high-end restaurant and changes it into a cleaner tropical shirt from the staff closet. He prepares a meal for canned supplies. You just add fucking cooks.
Yep.
Gordon Ramsay and Hannibal Lecter.
That would have been good.
The first night covers Miami in purple and blue light. The safe zones remain. Blah, blah, blah. Deep breath in neon lit beach front hotel. Gus lounges in a half submerged pool chair inside of a drained maintenance room. His massive sword spreads nearby. He wears sunglasses. And somehow he found another martini. Artyom watches him carefully. You know people are hunting. Gus sips his martini calmly while distant gunfires echoes above. Yeah. A pause. Artyom waits to elaborate. Gus shrugs lazily.
There we go.
God. Joker has transformed the entire beachfront arcade into explosive nest. Legion stares at the wiring. This plan contains 93% probability of catastrophic self-harm. Junker grins. Exactly. Nobody expected. Legion processes. This is unfortunately true. Naratra meditates beneath the glowing hotel sign. BB-90 projects a grainy surveillance of footage of Connor killing Groot and Bigweld. Samuel Hayden moves to the downtown Miami like a walking tank. Tourist helicopters lie broken around him. He hasn't upgraded himself further using scavenge tech. Nobody attacks him directly. Not even Dual Flamingo. Why is it specify him?
I don't know.
The Pope and Satan sit outside an abandoned Cuban restaurant underneath the neon lights. Satan drinks another martini. The Pope quietly eats plantains. Do you think anyone else here deserves redemption? The Pope asks. It lasts almost 30 seconds. Jack has renamed their rooftop headquarters Hyperion Beach Resort. This man ignores this. Jack paces excitedly. We need branding, fear, presence, maybe sharks. You need discipline, this man replies. Jack points at finger guns. The two master thieves steal weapons for three different teams. They rob Kano while he argues with Segway Guy. They steal grenades from Junkrat without him noticing. They even pickpocket the Joker. Joker realizes 5 minutes later he laughs hysterically, respecting it. Gress somehow acquired a speedboat. Kevin dives. Bob steers incorrectly. Stewart fires a flare gun into the sky for no reason. The boat crashes into a yacht.
Great.
By sunset, Connor has entered the beachfront arcade. Legion watches silently from a prize counter. Joker has first. Wait for it. Connor scans the room instantly. Tripwires, pressure plates, explosives, and skee-ball machines. He stops walking. Legion steps out. And you anticipate explosive. Connor nods. Joker leaps out upside down from a basketball machine. Hello! He detonates the first charge. The fight is fast, brutal, and technical. Connor slides beneath the collapsed machine. Legion fires precise bursts through the smoke. Junkrat launches grenades violently while laughing like a lunatic. One grenade bounces off Connor's shoulder, then another bounces off Legion. Junkrat gasps. Oops. Connor uses the confusion perfectly. He tackles Legion into a claw machine. Glass explodes everywhere. Legion attempts to interface directly with Connor's systems through physical contact. Connor stabs a broken arcade shard through Legion's optic cluster. Legion jerks violently. Connor whispers, "You are predictable." He twists into shard deeper. Bleh. Legion goes limp. Junkrat screams in outrage. Connor immediately retreats before Junkrat can detonate the remaining explosives. In response,
He only
Junkrat
wanted
still
the
detonates
robot.
all the bombs. What's that?
He only wanted the robot.
Yeah, he hates robots.
Yep.
The skyline goes red from the arcade fire. Everyone hears the explosion. Everyone knows the other robot is dead. Ramacho closes his eyes. Blah, blah, blah. Chris Walker and Jason, they walk silently through the flooded hotel lobby. Nobody attacks them. Chris Walker casually lifts a vending machine to check behind it for survivors. I don't know how you find that by just lifting up a vending machine, checking who's underneath.
Yeah.
Jason stares at the ocean for several seconds, then they keep walking. Doflamingo lounges across a lifeguard tower like Miami royalty. The creeper crouches beside them, smiling at pedestrian mannequins. You know, Doflamingo says, "This city suits us." The creeper looks at him and nods. They both spot Connor crossing a distant street. Sam Fisher and Kishibe, the stealth duo, watch almost everyone. Sam Fisher marks routes. Kishibe drinks stolen rum directly from the bottle. "You think Connor survived this long?" Kishibe asks. Sam watches Connor disappear into an alley. No. Everyone is smart enough. Not if everyone's smart decides at once. Green Goblin bombs a beach bar. Beetlejuice turns a flaming cocktail sign into a dancing skeleton, so neither act achieves anything strategically useful. 2B speedboat glides through the canal between luxury condos. Litterbot scans beside us, warning hostile machine detected. Connor leaks from the bridge. Their blades clash at terrifying speed. Connor is faster analytically. 2B is better physically. The speedboat spins wildly through the canal water while Litterbot tries to stabilize steering. Connor kicks 2B towards the backwards at the driver's seat and fires Loader into Litterbot's torso. Litterbot sparks violently. Critical systems compromised. 2B lunges again. Connor blocks. The boat crashes sideways in the dock. Connor stumbles. 2B slashes across his chest, exploding systematic components beneath his tropical shirt. Connor retreats instantly into canal water before she could finish him. Litterbot tries to
Garfield, we've got to get to the chopper.
No.
2B kneels beside him.
Anyways, hi, bye.
Bye.
Connor repairs himself inside a luxury apartment overlooking the. I don't know how to pronounce that bay. Ramatra stands at the top of a parking garage, staring over Miami. B90 projects Connor's recent movements. Everyone hates Connor. A hurricane's warning flashes briefly across the old hotel TVs. No one cares. Guts sits shirtless on a balcony chair now. Tropical shirt tied around his waist like a towel. Martini bouncing on the Dragon Slayer. RTM cleans the raffle beside them. Below them, police cars burn. Green Goblin bombs traffic. Joker rides a stolen jet ski through a fountain.
Incredible.
Guts watches it all calmly. You know what the city understands, he says. RTM looks over. Chaos? Nah. Momentum. Lightning flashes over the ocean. A distant explosion rocks downtown. Guts leans back. "If you panic in Miami, Miami eats you alive." RTM slowly nods. Junkrat's fully snapped after Legion's death. He now drags a shopping cart filled entirely with explosives down Ocean Drive. Now he's gone insane? By afternoon, 4 parties independently converge on the same conclusion. Connor must die. Ramatra, BB-90, 2B, Junkrat, Samuel Hayden. They want this motherfucker dead. Connor receives a false signal. Robot's distress beacon. Orchard Bayside Marketplace. The marketplace is eerily quiet. Palm trees sway. Boats bump gently against docks. Neon signs flicker over the flooded walkways. Connor walks carefully through the silence. BB-90 rolls into view. Connor immediately raises his weapon, but the floor explodes. Joker taps at Denny beneath him. Connor launched the souvenir shop window. Shower of glass and flaming beach towels. crashes through the smoke like a missile. Their blades collide again. Connor predicts their movements better this time, but she's angrier now, faster, more brutal. She dives him backwards through a collapsing storefront. A Junkrat fires grenades wildly into the fight with absolutely zero regard for anyone. Connor dodges one blast, barely avoids another. Then Ramatra enters. Ramatra slashes through the concrete pillar and grabs Connor by the throat. Connor stabs Ramatra in the arm, plating and escapes, but he's slowing. Damage accumulated faster than his systems can compensate. BB9 shocks him from behind with an electrical burst. Connor just tasing the dude.
Yeah.
BB slices another leg. Connor collapses to one knee, still fighting, still cackling. Samuel high above the fight. Samuel watches from a monorail platform. Connor locks eyes with him briefly. For a moment, Connor expects assistance. Instead, Hayden just fires a rail shot. The beam punctures. Where did he get that? Beam punctures through Connor's shoulder and pins him.
Probably fucking
His voice
made
echoes. Yeah, oh yeah, I forgot he's a fucking super genius. They just fucking kill him. Whatever. Junkrat throws fireworks from top of the roof. Top screaming, "We got him!" One firework hits a palm tree and starts to smell fire. Nobody is surprised. The Joker somehow convinces Tarzan to help him rob a casino. Tarzan's not fully aware of this robbery. The minions attack accidentally launches their speedboat into a luxury hotel. Gru screams in 3 different languages. Catwoman and Bucket begin continuing to rob everyone. Toto asks Dracula if vampires can bench press. Who is I need to look up Toto. What's his name? Where's he from? JJK?
Yeah.
Who is this guy?
He's a funny ass guy.
Casino glows gold and purple despite the war outside. Slot machines flicker endlessly. Jazz music still plays. And seated calmly at the poker table near the vault door is Hannibal Lecter, wearing a clean tropical shirt, eating a shrimp cocktail. He looks mildly annoyed at the interruption. Kano storms in first. "All right, you rich prick," Segway guy slowly rolls in behind him. "Maybe we should negotiate." Kano kicks open the vault hallway doors. Immediately, wires snap. Sam Fisher's trap activate. Surprise shotgun erupts from the ceiling. Kano barely reacts in time before the blast tears through his chest and launches him backwards to the roulette table. The guy screams. Kano coughs blood. Cyberknife eye flickering. Cheap shot, then dies. The guy immediately attempts to escape. Unfortunately, the casino floor is now full chaos. Joker laughing, Tarzan swinging from chandeliers, Black Cat stealing chips during gunfire, Handsome Jack yelling at security mannequins, Creeper smiling from the balcony. Segway guy turns a corner, then runs directly into Chris Walker. Chris stares down at him silently. Segway guy slowly backs up. Oh no. Jason steps out from behind him. Segway guy turns the Segway around at full speed. He crashes through a flooded section of the casino floor, weakened by stormwater. The floor collapses beneath him. He plunged into the lower maintenance level below, Segway and all. The metallic crunch can heard echoes upward, then silence. Catwoman and Batcat finally reach the vault. So do Handsome Jack and the elusive man. Everyone stops. Jack points dramatically. "Oh, come on, cat boogers got here first. That's cliche." Black Cat grins. "You talk too much." This man quietly draws out a pistol. Catwoman cracks her whip. The fight erupts. This man's just not having this shit.
Yep.
Black Cat flips over blackjack tables while firing stolen pistols. Catwoman tangles Jack's legs with her whip. Elusive man fires precise shots from cover. Jack dual wields SMGs while screaming insults. Tarzan swings overhead, throwing poker chips at random people. Jack laughs uncontrolled. How many people die this chapter? Okay. Don't double check. Outside the burning casino, Doflamingo finally decides everyone inside looks vulnerable. The creeper grins beside him. "Shall we?" Doflamingo smiles. "Oh yes." He slices support cables with razor threads. The front casino entrance collapses inwards. This is fucking going hard. From the front of the casino entrance collapses inwards. Everyone inside scrambles. Sam Fisher and Kishibe barely escape through the kitchen exit. Catwoman and Black Cat dive through a broken window. Elusive Man and Jack retreat into the smoke. Tarzan leaps onto a chandelier. Joker applauds the structural damage. And then Hannibal simply calmly walks out the back entrance carrying a shrimp cocktail plate.
Alright.
The storm worsens. Much of Miami is now underwater. Speedboats replace cars. Dead neon signs flicker beneath the floodwater. And somewhere in the storm, Siren Head moves. Near Little Havana, Beetlejuice and Green Goblin fly low through the rainstorm. Goblin shouts, "This city rules!" Then sirens blare. A metallic energy emergency broadcast echoes to the flooded streets. Beetlejuice freezes, staying no more spooky. Massive silhouette races between buildings. It's Siren Head. Handyman crashes beside it. Oh, Handyman's the fucking annoying jackass that looks stupid.
Yeah.
They look so dumb.
They do. I hate them.
This is a flooded bus stop. Metal hooks sparking. Green Goblin immediately throws bombs. They explode harmlessly, get Siren Head's flame. The creature answers with a deafening siren that blasts, shatters the windows. Goblin recoils midair. The Handyman launches upwards at shocking speed. Catches Green Goblin by the glider. Green Goblin screams, "Go, that's bad!" And the Handyman slams into the hotel sign. Hard enough to snap the glider apart. Goblin falls into floodwater below. He tries to stand, but Siren Head's massive foot crushes him beneath the waves. Beetlejuice stares. Oh, that guy's got some winning style points. Then flees. Closeberry attempts to negotiate with Maracha near the submerged tech lab. Bad idea. You machines require proper leadership. Cletus says smugly. Maracha stares at him. You are the reason machines suffer. BB-90, that is real. BB-90 shocks Clovis directly in the chest. Banshee immediately opens fire, covering Clovis' retreat. The firefight forces both teams apart. Hereby, the Duke grills fish somehow. Aurelia watches guts growing with growing disbelief. Bleh. Is there anything this city is capable of stressing you? Guts thinks for a moment. Nah, bad seafood only. Gru has converted a luxury yacht into anti-villain fortress. Kevin salutes proudly. Bob wears floaties. Stewart accidentally fires a flare gun into a pelican.
Great.
Real. Duflamingo arrives first, walking casually across the floating boats. Or floating debris. Creeper falls beside them. Duflamingo surveys the marina. So many people trapped. Little fish. The creeper points towards Gru's yacht. Duflamingo grins wider. Yes, let's start there. The creeper boards Gru's yacht silently. Nobody notices immediately because Kevin and Bob are arguing over chips. Gru finally turns. Who invited the scarecrow? Too late. Creeper lunges. Chaos erupts across the deck. Kevin swings a chair. Bob throws bananas. Gru fires wildly with a stolen SMG. Stewart slips near a railing while trying to reload the flare launcher. Creeper grabs him by the shirt and throws him directly into the yacht's spinning rear propeller. Holy shit!
Oh my god.
Water erupts red behind the boat. Boat. The creeper's not fucking around. Bob begins crying instantly. Kevin becomes furious. Gru expression darkens. The joke team suddenly stops feeling the joke. Gru launched a hidden missile from the yacht. Nobody knew he had a missile. Honestly, not even Kevin knew. Why is this fist by him? The missile detonates beside Duflamingo's dock position, blowing half the marina walkway. The creeper survives barely. Duflamingo laughs hysterically. Now this is entertainment. Sam Fisher observes the chaos through the rain-slicked goggles. Kashibi drinks from a rum bottle. We join in. Sam watches. Not yet. Chris Walker. What's this song? What's the bad one?
Boo.
The entire district gone quiet. Even Duflamingo stops smiling from a Chris Walker walks directly into. I swear to God, these two win. I need to stop adding fucking meatheads. Walks directly through the chest-deep floodwater. Jason follows silently behind him. No strategy, just fear. The Duke's bargain. Duke tries to do something. Gentlemen, surely we can avoid barbaricism. Jason throws a machete. The machete buries itself into the Duke's chest. Everyone pauses. The Duke looks down. How unfortunate, then dies. Chris Walker charges through the floodwater towards Aurelia's boat. It unleashes freezing blast across the marina. Floodwaters crystallize instantly. Chris Walker keeps coming anyway, so ice forms over his arms and chest, but sheer mass shatters through Aurelia. He's not fucking superhuman like Jason. He's just a meathead.
No, he is.
Aurelia backs away, firing desperately. Chris grabs the side of her boat and flips the entire thing over. Aurelia crashes into the freezing water. Before she recovers, Jason emerges beside her silently. Machete raised, one clean swipe, and she's dead. Kevin and Bob sit beside Stewart's bloodstained floaty. Gru stares in the ocean silently. Doflamingo lunges atop the tilted yacht mast. You know, he says. Like they begin to enjoy this city. Creeper nods. They control most of the marina now. Hannibal Lecter survived largely by avoiding direct conflicts. That changes today. He enters flooded luxury kitchens searching for food. Unfortunately, Beetlejuice is already there eating every shrimp. Eating all the shrimp directly from the freezer. Freezer. Both men stare into each other. Beetlejuice squints. You look expensive. Hannibal sighs. I was hoping for a quieter breakfast. Then the kitchen wall explodes inwards. It's Junkrat covered in soot. Junkrat throws grenades blindly into the kitchen. Hannibal attempts to escape immediately. Smart. Unfortunately, Beetlejuice thinks of the same solution. It's funny. It thinks the situation is funny. Blocks the doorway briefly. He just sandbags him. One grenade bounces beneath Hannibal's feet. Oh dear, and he dies.
Great.
Beetlejuice laughs so hard he falls into the refrigerator. Junkrat declares himself the king of Miami. Fucking sandbags Hannibal Lecter for the joke and then runs off.
What an asshole.
On the rooftop overlooking the burning marina, just Seed and Miami Guts continue drinking together. Seriously, that's why they've been doing most of this game. Our gentleman watches the city burn below. You know, he'll probably try to kill us eventually. Jeff smiles, perhaps. Guts shrugs. Then we'll deal with it later. Gunfire erupts below. The yacht explodes. Guts calmly adjusts his sunglasses. Samuel Hayden activates something enormous beneath the city grid. The power flickers across Miami. Entire districts go dark. Then come back brighter than before. Redder. More ominous. The city divides. Three major forces are beginning to emerge. Ramacha BB-90, the Machine Coalition, 2B, Mekazawa, and Pluto. I don't know why Pluto's there. Chris Walker and Jason, the Human Predators, with Doflamingo, Creeper, Samuel Hayden. Are these factions or are these just people? I think it's just noting them. Whatever. Because I just read the last one.
Yeah.
A second tropical storm rolls over the skyline. Guts lands in a rooftop hot tub wearing sunglasses by the lightning. Joseph Seed sits beside him calmly. Artem guards the staircase while cleaning his rifle. Joseph gestures towards a floating civilian. Most people spend their lives fighting the currents they can't control. Guts as it screams, yeah, better to float. Chris stops becoming comedic. They head vengeance arc across the city. Doflamingo and Creeper occupy a luxury rooftop. Doflamingo drinks wine while watches the floodwater below. The Creeper crouches near the edge, smiling at the distant gunfire. Then a rocket hits. Guru's rockets obliterates half the rooftop lounge. Furniture explodes outwards. Doflamingo barely dodges while laughing hysterically. The little bad man has teeth. Creeper charges instant mediately. Kevin opens fires with his assault rifle. Bob throws a Molotov cocktails while screaming emotionally. Gru advances through the smoke like an action villain. This is for Stuart. Creeper lunges at Kevin, but Gru fires a second rocket point blank. The explosion tears through the rooftop. The Creepers launch through the flaming debris and crashes through the hotel skylight into the lobby. Stories below. Silence follows. Doflamingo razors threads slash through the rooftop. Kevin pushes Bob aside instinctively. Too slow. The threads slice through Kevin's torso. Minion freezes. Bob screams. Crew's eyes widen. Kevin gives one weak thumbs up before collapsing dead. The flooded streets go darker. Entire districts lose power completely. Sam and Kishibe move silently through the abandoned metro tunnels beneath the downtown. The tunnel's speaker activates. Emergency broadcast. Static screams through the darkness. Kishibe stops walking. That's bad. The tunnel's ceiling bends. Too tall. Too large. Siren Head slowly lowers itself into a flooded subway tunnel while Handyman crawls across the ceiling behind it. Sam immediately throws flash grenades. Tunnel erupts. Handyman shrieks when drops into the water. Kishibe fires repeatedly into it while Sam empties suppressed rifle fire into the Siren Head speaker towers. It works just slightly. The monster recoils. But then Siren Head unleashes a siren blast so loud that the tunnel walls crack. The flood violently inwards. Water floods violently inwards. Oops. Sam and Kishibe decide to retreat immediately. Correct decision. Samuel Hayden finally reveals where he's been building. At the center of the downtown Miami, an old corporate tower becomes active. Power surges through the building. Defensive drones awaken. Turrets rotate in position. Where do you find these?
He made them.
Floodwaters sweep across the city. Samuel broadcasts calmly. The inefficient phase of this competition is ending. Everyone hears it. Everyone understands. Naracha stands atop of a submerged police station staring at the Hayden's tower. BB-90 buzzes nervously. 2B watches silently nearby. Naracha's voice lowers. He seeks control. 2B nods once. We destroy him later. Makazawa instantly raises the head awkward. What if we die first? No one answers. Gru and Bob and The grieving aftermath of Kevin's death moved to the flooded shopping district. Bob clutches Kevin's goggles sadly. The Joker appears, riding a stolen jet ski through the department store. Hello, vacation people! Gunfire erupts instantly. Groot dives behind the shelves with Bob's. Joker laughs uncontrollably, firing at random. Tarzan swings overhead, smashing debris display windows. Bob panics and runs the wrong direction, straight into a flooded escalator machinery, explodes underneath the water. Electric sparks upwards. He's dead. Joker and Tarzan decide to leave because Ghost Ray finally attempts to direct negation with Samuel Hayden, possibly the dumbest decision he's made. Inside Hayden Tower, Clovis spreads his arms dramatically. We are visionaries. We should be allies. Samuel Hayden stares at him from above. You mistake ambition for capability. Defense turns out, activate immediately. Banshee shouts, Clovis, move. Too late. The automatic guns tear him apart. Banshee 44 escapes alone, barely, and he remembers who killed Clovis. Gru emerges from the flooded shopping district wearing tactical gear stolen from dead mercenaries. Rocket launchers on one shoulder, SMG on the other. Minions, goggles hanging from his belt, no jokes, no speech, just vengeance. Gru tracks the Joker and Tarzan in an abandoned water park near Little Havana. The water slides still function somehow, which makes the situation much more dangerous. Joker rides down a water slide, firing pistols into the air. Tarzan swings between support beams, laughing wildly. Gru fires a rocket into the lazy river. The explosion sends chlorinated floodwater everywhere. Joker crashed into a snack stand. Oh, come on. Gru advances through the smoke like an action hero, fueled entirely by rage. You killed Bob. Joker grins while reloading. I killed lots of people. Wrong answer. The fight is surprisingly even. Joker's unpredictable. Gru is furious. Tarzan keeps interfering with throwing pool furniture. Gru keeps responding with military hardware. At one point, Joker attempts to escape using an inflatable flamingo raft. Gru destroys it with a grenade launcher. Tarzan leaps directly at Gru from above. Gru catches him midair with a freezeway. Tarzan freezes solid instantly, crashing to the water sides of the support beam. The entire structure collapses. Joker barely escapes. Debris laughing hysterically. Tarzan does not. Gru joins the Joker again, but Joker's already gone. Cowardice wins this round. Tarzan's dead. Several sorors independently realize the same thing. Samuel Hayden must die. Approaching Hayden Tower from different directions, it's Ramatra, BB-9E, 2B, Banshee, Sam Fisher, Kishibe, Doflamingo, Gabriel, and Leonardo. Instead of flooded financial district, Gabriel lands directly beneath the Ramatra. Both immediately tense, BB-9E emits hostile beeping. Leonardo says, please don't start another war. Gabriel stares at Ramatra's towering form, using domination, blah, 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 shitty idle talk. Samuel Hayden watches for all the parties from above. Expected dispense drones deploy across the tower's exterior. Turrets rotate downward, floodlights ignite. Doflamingo slices through the drones with razor threads while laughing wildly. Explosion raids the flooded streets below. Doobie uses the chaos to sprint up Clapton stairways towards the tower code. Sam Fisher and Kishibe flank to the underground parking structure. Gabriel simply laughs directly. Simply launches directly through a window, screaming, face judgment. While Leonardo falls reluctantly. Meanwhile, Banshee 44, Jesus Christ, I'm stuttering so bad. Banshee 44 gets lost in a lobby for almost 10 minutes. BB-9E rolls beside Ramatra while disabling turrets. Hidden rail cannon activates from the tower wall. Ramatra turns too late. The blast vaporizes BB-9E instantly. The droid explodes the burning fragments across the frontal street. Inside Hayden Tower, absolute chaos. Gabriel cuts into the drones in midair. TB slices through security forces. Kishi fights while half drunk. Sam Fisher quietly eliminates turret systems. Doflamingo destroys support columns for fun. Ramatra tears through walls with his bare hands. At the top level, Gabriel, get his ass! I didn't plan this. Gabriel finally reaches Hayden's personally. The two clash violently across the server chamber. Gabriel holy blades spark against Hayden's reinforced chassis. Hayden counters overwhelming mechanical strength. He states, "You are emotionally unstable." Gabriel responds with incomprehensible screaming.
Real.
Honestly, fair response. The battle
Yeah.
destabilized the entire tower. Warning alarms echo throughout the downtown Miami. Oops, structural failure imminent. Everyone begins retreating. Ramacho reaches Hayden's core chamber just as Hayden throws Gabriel through a holographic wall display. The giant omelet grabs Hayden from behind. "You built your future on suffering." Hayden struggles violently. "Suffer as I have. I built survival." Ramacho crushes Hayden against the reactor housing. Metal bends, spark erupts. Hayden attempts one final rail blast. Gabriel drives the blade through Hayden's chest core simultaneously. For once, they work together perfectly. He dies. Everyone flees the collapsing corridors and flooded stairwells. Nero escapes an elevator shaft collapse. Kishibe carries an injured Sam Fisher through a smoke-filled hallway. Leonardo grabs Gabriel while Gabriel continuously shouting theological insults at dead Hayden. Doflamingo simply walks down the falling debris like a psychopath. Ramacho last leaves. Silent. BB-9E is gone. Hayden's dead. Victory feels empty. Banshee becomes separated from the others during the post-class flooding. He wanders to the submerged streets, muttering, "Where did everybody go again?" Then sirens blast. Siren Head emerges slowly between the flooded... He has dementia. Flooded skyscrapers. Banshee raises his gun instantly. Ah, hell. He fires repeatedly. The shots barely matter. Handyman crushes down behind him from ruined fire escape. Banshee turns too slow. Handyman drills pierce directly through his torso. Banshee sputters, "I forgot something." And Handyman throws the extra corpse into the water. Guts lies asleep on a floating pool mattress drifting through the flooded nightclub, still wearing his sunglasses, still holding martini somehow. Artyom steers the mattress using a broken pool cue. Nearby, buildings burns, sirens scream, Doflamingo threads cut billboards apart in the distance. Guts opens one eye, breakfast. Artyom stares at him. "You slept through the explosion?" "Yeah." The Joker has fully lost control of himself. He rides through the South Beach on a stolen amphibious sports car covered in neon graffiti while firing randomly into buildings, laughing nonstop. But eventually, he falls to the wrong duo. The bullets hit near Toto in Dracula's rooftop position. Toto immediately stands. That man distracted the vibes. Dracula calmly rises beside him. I agree. They leap together from the rooftop, one of the scariest tag teams imaginable. Joker crashes his amphibious car through a flooded intersection, laughing hysterically. Then Dracula lands directly on the hood. The entire vehicle crumbles. Joker screams, "Oh, that's not fair!" Toto rips the door off the car. "You have poor taste in chaos, brother." Joker tries to fire at them. Dracula grabs his wrist instantly, cold silence. Then Dracula bites into Joker's throat. Toto essentially slams the door into Joker's skull hard enough to cave it in. Pissing off the worst people.
Yep.
Chris Walker and Jason move through the submerged shopping district, dragging weapons through waist-deep water, bodies floating nearby. Nobody's willing to approach them, not even Doflamingo. Jason pauses suddenly ahead. The Pope and Satan stand together. The Pope and Satan stand together beneath the glowing church sign. Nobody wanted this confrontation, but man demanded it. Chris Walker charges through the floodwater, roaring violently. Satan sighs and sets down his martini. The Pope quietly raises the spear. Jason advances, silently besides Chris. Satan grabs Jason by the throat one-handed. The entire street cracks beneath the force. Jason hacks down it with his machete. Satan catches the blade barehanded. The Pope drives a spear through Jason's side simultaneously. Chris Walker tries to intervene, but Satan simply hurls Jason through a flooded storefront hard enough to collapse the building interior.
God damn.
Yeah. Jason rises again, slowly from the rubble, still coming, still relentless. Satan looks annoyed now. "Stay down." Hellfire erupts from his hand. He gets sent into eternal damnation.
Hell.
Chris Walker stares silently at Jason's burning remains, and then something immediately breaks. He charges in, screaming. Something inside him breaks. This guy's already insane.
Yeah. Nothing left.
Chris Walker slams through the floodwaters like a freight train. The Pope braces with surprising courage. He wounds Chris across the chest with a spear, but Chris simply powers through it, grabs the Pope by the shoulder, and throws him through the church window. The glass explodes across the flooded sanctuary. Satan turns instantly. Chris Walker lifts the Pope overhead. It crushes him against the altar hard enough to shatter stone. The Pope coughs up blood, tries to pray, and dies. Chris Walker flees to the flooded alleys while Satan falls. Imagine just like the stupidest look like Chris running through like the fucking water,
Yeah.
like trudging through. Very great escape. Running Chris Walker running away from Satan.
1 mile per hour.
Chris clashes through the remains of a nightclub kitchen trying to escape. Satan finally enters behind him. Chris roars and attacks first. Tables fly, concrete cracks, kitchen equipment explodes apart. Chris is monstrously strong, but Satan is older than fear itself. Chris swings a bush knife. Satan catches it with his wrist. Catches his wrist. Black flames spread across Chris's arm. Chris screams for the first time of the game. He's actually scared. Skates whispers, "You killed a good man." Then he drives at Chris head first into a burning industrial oven. The impact crushes his skull inwards. Trapped, the train speeds over the flooded downtown while sparks rain from the damaged rails. General Grievous spins for 4 sabers while somehow still holding 2 martinis. Handsome Jack's body double clinging to the seat, screaming constantly. Junkrat throws explosives down train cars, laughing. Groove fires back with military precision. Sam Fisher moves silently between the compartments. She drinks while she with one hand, and Beetlejuice starts haunting the train PA system for fun. A grenade bounces across the train floor. Everyone notices. Nobody reacts fast enough except Grievous, who leaps away instantly. Handsome Jack body double stares at the grenade in horror. Wait. The explosion tears open the side monorail car. The body double is sucked, screaming out into the flooded Miami skyline. His scream fades into the storm. Doflamingo's rooftop kingdom. Doflamingo lounges atop a wrecked Fontainebleau hotel like a king overlooking his empire. Floodwater crashes below. Joseph sits beside Doflamingo. "You seem happy," Doflamingo laughs. "Look around. The city is magnificent." Joseph watches the flooded skyline thoughtfully. "I've added 3 or added 4 religious people."
Yep. I like how Joseph C's just chilling with people.
Happy Doflamingo laughs, looks around. The city is magnificent. Joseph watches the flooded skyline thoughtfully. Pain reveals people. Doflamingo grins wider, and power reshapes them. Gru finally tracks the Junkrat into a flooded arcade district. Junkrat is currently ziplining between rooftops, throwing fireworks at mannequins, screaming nonsense at people. Gru raises a rocket launcher slowly. You helped kill my minions." Junkrat sees him. Oh, dies. Just kidding. No. Junkrat flees instantly through the collapsing rooftops. Gru pursues. I don't know if he killed the minions, to be honest. I think he might have distracted them by accident, but... At one point, Junkrat accidentally blows up his own escape bridge, then barely survives by swinging from a power cable. Gru keeps coming. No speeches, no jokes, only vengeance. Junkrat reaches the rooftop of a giant arcade shaped like a neon octopus. Dead end. He turns towards Gru nervously. "Look, mate, I technically electrocuted the stairs. The electric stairs killed Bob." Gru fires the rocket immediately. The explosion obliterates the rooftop arcade. Junkrat has launched the glowing octopus sign and crashes into the flooded streets below. Somehow alive. Gru walks to the rooftop edge, looks down. Junkrat coughs weakly from the wreckage. That was honestly pretty impressive. Gru shoots again. The second rocket kills him. Siren Head becomes more aggressive now that the city's smaller. Megazone and Pluto attempt to move between rooftops using maintenance catwalks and above the flooded downtown. Bleh. Unfortunately, the handyman is already there. A giant Bioshock monster crashes through the rooftop generators directly into them. Pluto immediately flexes dramatically. Microsoft, friend, Pluto protects. Microsoft, friend, Pluto protects. Handyman lunges with spinning drill arm. Microsoft tries to retreat, too slow. The drill tears through his cylindrical torso. The sparks explode outwards. Microsoft frees a bit step. This is unfortunate. Then collapses into smoky metal pieces. Microsoft is torn apart by Handyman. Pluto roars rage. The Handyman screeches back. Aren't the Handyman like mentally deranged people as well?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Pluto hunts the Handyman across the flooded rooftops all morning. The two colossal fires tear through the entire structures, battling each other. Everyone nearby wisely avoids them, even Gabriel, even Ramacha, even Doflamingo. Sam and Kishibe contribute surviving through pure competence. They occupy submerged CIA safe house beneath a ruined hotel. What the fuck? Where do they find this? Kishibe drinks a can of mojitos while cleaning weapons. Canned mojitos. You think we can actually win this? Sam checks his ammo. No. Kishibe nods. Handyman finally corners Pluto atop a collapsing rooftop. Park structure. The monster charges with drill arm spinning violently. Pluto catches the drill barehanded. The entire structure trembles. Pluto screams, "Pluto strongest!" And then the handyman screeches and tries to force it forward. Pluto lifts the entire handyman overhead, slams it to the three concrete floors. The parking structure collapses inwards completely. The handyman disappears beneath the tons of concrete. The drill slows, then stops.
I think it thought it was a Big Daddy.
I think so. No, it understood some of it, but
They don't have drills.
it talked about their claw, not the claws, the fucking. Do they have claws? The grappling claws.
I don't think so.
Okay. Gets floats on the inflatable flamingo tied to a rooftop air conditioning vent. He's a nothing all fucking game. Gru finally targets the flamingo directly after learning he killed Kevin. The confrontation happens atop a flooded Fontaine Blue pocket structure. The fight is absurdly destructive. Gru fires rockets through parking levels. The flamingo slices support pillars with threads, flooding. Flower crashes upwards to the broken concrete. Cars tumble into the ocean below. Gru actually lands several hits. The flamingo is impressed. You're so much more dangerous than you look. Gru reloads another rocket. The flamingo finally adapts. Gru prepares another rocket. Invisible threads wrap around the launcher itself. Makes Gru notices it too late. The flamingo jerks upward violently. The launcher twists towards Gru, point blank range. Rocket fires.
Holy
Explosion
shit.
engulfs the rooftop. Concrete collapses inwards. Then smoke clears. Gru lies buried beneath the shattered parking debris besides the destroyed breezeway. One hand still gripping the launcher. Dead. Jack sees her first. Well, it's the name of the world's most emotionally unavailable burglar. Catwoman rolls her eyes. You talk too much. The fight becomes fast-moving. Chase through flooded executive offices. Catwoman flips across broken desks. Jack fires wildly into a Hyperion. Fires wildly with the Hyperion pistols. The Lucid Man tracks carefully with the sniper. Jesus Christ, I can't speak. Catwoman nearly escapes through the shattered window. The Lucid Man finally lands a clean shot through her side. She stumbles. Jack walks forward slowly. Honestly, I kind of like you. Catwoman spits blood at his shoes. Still talking, Jack sighs and fires once to her chest. Sunrise no longer wanders to the edge of the map. Now it moves downtown openly. The metallic emergency broadcast echoes constantly through the flooded skyline. Pluto finally confronts Siren Head directly atop the flooded monorail bridge. The scale is enormous. The bridge groans beneath them. Siren Head unleashes deafening sirens. Pluto flexes aggressively.
Yeah.
The battle destroys the bridge completely. Siren Head swings a massive speaker limbs to the train cars. Pluto tears a steel beam apart barehanded. Floodwater erupts below them. Entire rail sections collapse into the bay. Everyone watches from the rooftops miles away. Pluto manages to rip one of Siren Head's speaker towers nearly off. The creature recoils violently. For a moment, it looked like it hurt. Siren Head unleashes a full Siren blast directly to Pluto's face. The shockwave shatters nearby windows for a few blocks. Pluto staggers, and Siren Head grabs it with both massive arms, throws him off the collapsing monorail bridge to the flooded streets below. Pluto crashes to the submerged hotel roof. The entire structure caves inwards on him. The water goes still. Pluto does not rise. Sam Fisher Kishibe watched the Pluto fight from a rooftop ventilation unit. Kishibe slowly lowers his drink. We're not fighting that. Sam nods immediately. Correct. Aswell and Roswell finally attempt to manipulate the wrong person. Satan. What's up with that? Inside the submerged cathedral hotel, Aswell theatrically approaches. You possess magnificent power. Shall we reshape the arena together? Satan stares at him blankly. Roswell quietly realizes the conversation is going badly. Very badly. Aswell keeps talking anyways. Black flames suddenly erupt around Aswell's body. Eternal damnation.
Alright.
Roswell backs away instantly. Saint's eyes glows faintly red. You mistake charisma for worth. Aswell burns alive. Roswell is Survives Aswell's dust, but barely. He makes another fatal mistake. He attempts to flee to the summer cathedral basement. Unfortunately, Siren heads moving through the floodwaters outside. Siren suddenly activates overhead. Roswell freezes, too late. Massive armor smashes through the cathedral wall and grabs him directly. Roswell last Thursday. Well, this is certain. Siren crushes him before he can say anything else. The field now controls much of the rooftop district through fear alone. Rain pours across the. But the problem is rolling shrinking arena. Everyone eventually reaches your doorstep today. Gabriel and Leonardo arrive. Rain pours across the shattered Fontaine blue roof. Gabriel descends above like a divine fury. Leonardo follows cautiously. Doflamingo grins immediately. Oh, this should be fun. Gabriel points his blade. You delight in suffering. Doflamingo laughs. And you don't? That actually pauses Gabriel for half a second. The fight becomes catastrophic instantly. Gabriel holy blades carve through the rooftop structures. Doflamingo threads slice apart support beams invisibly. Leonardo deflects thread strikes with impossible precision. Floodwater crashes upwards to the damaged floors below. The skyline itself begins to collapse around them. Leonardo manages to save Gabriel repeatedly through the battle, too many times. Eventually, Doflamingo notices and changes targets. A razor thread slices across Leonardo's side deeply. Gabriel turns instantly, too late. Doflamingo pulls multiple hidden blades threads simultaneously through the rooftop framework. The structure beneath Leonardo collapses. Leonardo follows through and shatters the concrete towards the flooded floor below. Gabriel dives after him, but Leonardo catches himself briefly. On broken steel, looks upwards, shakes his head, don't. Then the building gives away completely. He doesn't resurface. Gabriel lands silently afterwards, for once speechless. No fury, just grief. Gabriel spends the night alone atop the cathedral roof. No trouble sure anymore, just armor exposed. Beetlejuice enters the Hayden ruins, mostly to cause problems, and for a while he succeeds. He possesses a broken PA system, animated corpse, fakes flood victims dance, terrifies handsome Jack repeatedly. Jack screams at one point, why are you even here? Then Beetlejuice accidentally annoys Ramatra. Critical mistake. Ramatra grabs Beetlejuice mid-rant. You speak endlessly. Beetlejuice grins. Buddy, you have no idea. Ramatra crushes his throat. The ghost body spasms grotesquely, then collapses dead, limp on the floor. Kishibe and Sam attempt to retreat to the collapsing maintenance corridor. Joseph Seed appears ahead. Smiling softly, Kishibe narrows his eyes. You creep me out. Joseph nods slightly. That's fair. Kishibe fires first. Joseph dodges and suddenly calm. Sam attempts to flank movement, but the corridor floor suddenly collapses beneath Kishibe from prior structure damage. Kishibe catches the edge one-handed. Sam reaches for him, then elusive man fires from above. The bullet strikes Kishibe through the shoulder. His grip slips. He falls to the flooded sector below. Dead. Heather Jack finally pushes his luck too far. While arguing loudly with Ramatra, he makes a mistake of insulting BB Nanny. Ramatra freezes. The atmosphere changes instantly. Jack realizes, Ramatra enters Gnosis form and charges him. Jack fires wildly while retreating through the flooded corridors, saying, come on, man, this is excessive. Ramatra catches him. One massive punch caves the wall beside Jack's head. The second crushes Jack as a sport beam. Joseph walks alone through the flooded cathedral district at night. Rain pours around him. The saint appears ahead beneath a glowing cross sign. The two stand silently for a long moment. Joseph bows gently. I wonder if it would be you. Saint regards him calmly. You believe suffering made you chosen. Joseph nods. Didn't it? Saint actually thinks about the question. Says, no, you only... Why is everyone talking about suffering?
Religion.
Joseph quietly closes his eyes peacefully. No regrets. Blackfire ignites around him. Joseph burns to death without screaming. Artyom laughs for the first time in days, then distant siren echoes. Both men look up. Siren Head approaches through the floodwater. Siren Head towers over the flooded avenues. Massive speakers screaming emergency broadcasts of the storm. Artyom immediately raises his rifle. Guts sighs softly. Man, vacation's over. The fight begins instantly. Artyom fires repeatedly into Siren Head's torso. A Guts leaps from the flamingo boat. Dragon Slayer raised. The massive sword cleaves deep into the speaker's arm. Siren Head shrieks violently, but another limb swings downwards. Artyom pushes Guts aside instinctively. The speaker arm crushes Artyom and the boat together beneath the floodwater. Gone instantly. Guts lands hard in waist-deep water. Looks back. Silence. No jokes. Just rain. Guts slowly rises, still holding the martini. He finishes it calmly, then paces the empty glass on a floating debris. He lifts Dragon Slayer with both hands, saying, all right. That's all he says.
Kill him.
The fight becomes legendary. Siren Head screams ruptured windows across downtown. Guts charges directly through the collapsing floodwaters of debris without hesitation. Dragon Slayer tears through when the speaker's towers completely. Black fluid erupts into the storm. Siren Head retaliates with deafening blast. Guts keeps walking. Floodwater explodes upwards around every step. The city itself begins to shake. Finally, Siren Head attempts to crush him beneath both arms. Guts catches the blow, pushes upwards, roaring, and swings one impossible swing. The Dragon Slayer cleaves completely through Siren Head's upper structure. The monster collapses.
Let's
Dead.
go.
Toto and Dracula encounter General Grievous on top of a rooftop bridge during heavy rain. Grievous spins sabers wildly and somehow still holding one martini. Toto cracks his knuckles excitedly. You have good energy. Honestly, they would have been friends outside the games. This
What?
fight
They
puts us-
would
no,
not
they
have.
would. Toto actually manages to overpower Grievous briefly with a raw strength. Dracula attacks from above simultaneously, but Grievous is built for chaos. Four sabers were in the storm. Catches Toto directly across the torso. Toto flexes, still smiling, strong, then collapses dead immediately after.
Damn.
Dracula attacks with pure fury. Duel becomes a blur of vampire speed, spinning sabers, and collapsing steel. Hurricane rain. Grievous lasts through all of it. This is glorious. The Dracula finally catches them. One hand crushes Grievous' throat plating. The other tears the saber arm completely off. Grievous shrieks metallically. Dracula bites directly into the exposed circuitry and rips downward violently. Grievous collapses directly into the rooftop bridge. Gabriel drives a blade through Dracula's chest, then kicks him backwards to collapse the rooftop structure. Dracula is dead.
Dang.
Ramacho and Doflamingo finally collide and collapse the rooftop. Their fight is brutal. Threads slice apart steel. Ramacho tears the structure barehanded. Doflamingo laughs wildly the entire time. You robots think suffering makes you profound. Ramacho answers with violence. So we speak to you in
language you understand.
Ramacho answers with violence. Finally, Doflamingo attempts one massive thread attack across the rooftop. 2B intervenes from above. She severs the threads of webs in midair. Ramacho uses the opening immediately. One devastating punch caves Doflamingo through the rooftop floor, flooding structure below. A lot of people also die like that.
Yeah.
The alliance lasts approximately 4 seconds. Ramacho turns towards 2B immediately afterwards. No more masters. 2B nods. Agreed. They fight atop the collapsed rooftop helipad. 2B faster, Ramacho stronger. If the helipad cracks apart beneath them, 2B finally lands a clean strike on Ramacho's torso. Ramacho catches her arm. He refuses to let go. Both fall together to the falling helipad. Ramacho survives the impact barely. 2B does not. Gabriel drives the holy blade through Ramacho's damaged core. Gabriel loses head slightly, then removes the blade. Ramacho falls into floodwater.
What happened to your mic?
Gabriel attacks first. Of course he does. Holy Blade screams to the storm towards Guts. Guts raises calmly. No sunglasses now. No smile. Exhaustion makes steel. Dragon Slayer Gabriel's blade collapses through with enough force to crack the rooftop apart. Gabriel slashes and attacks fiercely. Guts absorbs every hit relentlessly. Finally, Gabriel leaps for one last overhead strike. Guts sidesteps. One swing. The Dragon Slayer hits Gabriel full force across the chest. The angel crashes through the rooftop bar into the flooded structure below. That's how like 17 people died.
Yeah.
Only 2 remain. The storm reaches full strength.
He's just gonna get fucking eternal damnation, man.
Guts
Fuck
stands
that.
calmly across her Guts. Guts lights one final cigarette on the rooftop
Oh
fire.
shit! Where did you get that?
He fucking found it. Wow, it's pouring rain too. He fucking lights a perfectly good cigarettes. Lights it on a fire in rain.
Goes hard.
You never fear death? Guts strikes. He looks around Miami. Lights were louder. The first time all game, he genuinely smiles. The duel feels less like combat, more like the death of the city itself. Black flames against iron steel, floodwater splitting upwards, lightning splitting skyscrapers. Guts exhausted, Satan's relentless. The Miami Guts has one thing no one else has: a martini.
Oh, shit.
Just kidding. He has patience. He endured the city. He flows with it. He survived it. Finally, as the last rooftop collapses beneath them, Guts drives the Dragon Slayer through Satan's chest. The impact carries both into the floodwaters below. For several seconds, nothing rises. The one hand emerges from the storm water. Holding Dragon Slayer, Miami Guts pulls himself up.
Let's fucking go.